Shalom, shalom. Kwame Yasharallah. Watala Baboa. Shalom, shalom. Kwame Yasharallah. Call Loyam La Yahweh. Ba Hashem Yahushai. Ba Hashem Kodash. Double honors to the elders and to the apostles that I learned this truth from. Peace and salutations to the Akim across the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and the freedom to do so, now more so than ever. Shalom to the Akim and the Aqua to the listening and learning. Lord willingly, this is edifying. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of other nations, appearing like the other nations, but whom subscribe to this truth. To you, I say Shalom. It's the brother Yahweh Sop coming at you with another lesson through the Spirit and through the power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. Yahweh meaning He is, He exists, or He to be. By Hashem, by His end, How's the Hashem His name. Yahushai meaning He saves or He delivers. True names of the Most High God and His Son. People ignorantly call God in Jesus Christ, whose true name in the Paleo Hebrew is Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushai. This lesson is inspired by I was just sitting back meditating. I remember when I left the camp, and I heard a beloved elder, that I respect highly, that made a statement. He made one statement. He was like, "Well, shit, you left, you can't come back." I remember that. Although I watched individual leave and come back. So everything the will of the Lord. But also, I wasn't really, but the elder also said something along the lines of, the kingdoms, northern kingdom, southern kingdom, we trying to bring it together. We're not trying to tear it apart. And, the particular reason why I moved away is because I think if I'd have stayed, it wouldn't have been right. I know it wouldn't have been right. You're talking about that yeast. The scripture talk about that yeast, the leaven, got to get it out. If you hold on to some shit. And then, especially when you deal with how it's levels to things, but everybody got the Lord dealing with them. Everybody don't see it that way. The elder apostle see it that way. That's why he'll big up and promote other brothers that's under him. He'll play their videos and show you, oh yeah, the spirit on him. You know what I'm saying? But again, I know I'm at a particular level. I remember the particular brother was like, I had a dream that elder lost his job. I was wondering who he's talking about. Because I quit my job. I quit my job. But the Lord always be looking out, you know what I mean? Call Loyam Layah, but shout out to the Lord looking out. Because, I know people struggling. Like, literally, I was talking about, it was a place you used to go because sometimes people don't come to work and they need that work done. So they'll pay money to pay who they was going to pay that day to come in. And like, shit, maybe 2 or 3 people going out each day. It's 40 people just sitting in there. This shit ain't no fucking joke. But for people that's playing, laugh when the shit, you know what I'm saying? Play when it's like right, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, and just because the Lord helping you now doesn't mean you going, hey, you got wicked ass people that's living it up. What the fuck is you talking about? That's neither here nor there. This lesson is inspired by, I'm going to give a personal testimony because I always thought about that when the elder said that. Show you how cold the Lord is. I gave a testimony about I watched a dude get hit by a car. It was me and a Northern Kingdom brother. Northern Kingdom dude immediately chased after it was an Edomite that hit him. He tried to kill. He said, man, I had a pistol and everything. When we was camping, when I was still part of the camp, he pulled up and looked at us. And I was like, damn, that's the Lord. I think that's the same day when brothers brought out the fact that they actually had a vision about, an angel coming to them. That was the angel, giving them the truth. I had a vision just like that. That's the spirit. Call all you like, yeah, but she was. But long story short, yesterday I got in a car accident. Nigga hit me from the back. Man, listen, I need some money too. You know what I'm saying? I asked, and look, I got hit twice, but I've hit people before. When I was a nigga, you know what I'm saying, and spent off, right? Got a little on their head. The nigga disappeared. Now, abracadabra. You know what I'm saying? So look, long story short, I think he about to do it. Because I did it wrong and everything. He didn't do nothing. He just was looking. You could tell he looked like he was like geeked up a little bit. Not drunk, but it was like, you know, he kind of high or something. And I'm like, you geek? He like, nah. He was like, this happened, that happened. I'm listening to it. Then I'm like, you have insurance? He like, no. I don't have insurance right now. Everybody getting their ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, we ain't going to get them involved. He's like, no, listen, I can go ahead and get the bumper. We can exchange information. He gave me his number. I called it. He showed me it was a real number. Boom. So he's like, I'll get you a new bumper, and then I put it on. I mean, he didn't even say put it on. So I didn't even call him immediately. I called him today. And I called him, and he answered the phone immediately. We get to talking, boom, boom, boom. He's like, yeah. He's like, send me the information. I'm going to get the bumper. And I'm like, well, you know somebody's going to put it on? He said, no, I can do it. And I was like, damn, that's deep. So that's just showing you that the Lord, even like the Lord doing what he want to do. We're all like little just pawns. You know, I was listening to the one brother. He was like, when you realize, as an elder I respect as well, but I forgot how he taught it a little bit. It was pretty much like, you know, when you realize that you're just a piece on the board, is along the lines of, we don't control shit. As great you is, and trust me, I know it's great man. I respect Unc. Unc could pull the fucking fire truck. I ain't never seen no nigga do that. I see it on TV. Well, I seen a nigga lift a car. Like, I seen a nigga literally go behind a car and lift that bitch up. So I seen some great shit for real. Like when you understand how powerful motherfucker can be. A person can be so powerful that they can move reality, and a person can be literally so weak in the same kind of flesh, but his flesh is, all flesh ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? Right. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's levels to the thing. I get it, elder. But the point of the lesson is, I wouldn't even have tripped it. He broke my bumper. You know what I mean? My car is old as fuck. You know what I mean? If we get an income tax, my plan is to get another car and get the fuck away from where I'm at before something bad happens. You know what I'm saying? I see dead people. You know what I'm saying? Like that type shit, you know? Brother did a video about the rabid dog. And I let, cause he was like, can somebody leave a comment? When I went on the comment board, nobody knew what that meant. I was like, well, damn, that's crazy. Where do you think rabies come from? If you ever seen the movie Cujo, Cujo had rabies. That's why the dog flipped the fuck out. And then the thing is, when I put the definition up there, rabies has a spiritual, pretty much definition as well. Yeah, it's physical signs to, you don't want to eat an animal that's got rabies. But this place is so defiled, showing you something. Look, you got to be careful what you eating, and we not in a position to go like cut our own food up. We got to go to this man for the one of all things. Deuteronomy chapter 28. This place is so fucked up. And then, like the elder brother was mentioning, I was just watching this live. He was like, shit, and a nigga love this shit. They was like, this nigga, what's that nigga name that's dealing with the healthcare? Robert Kennedy Jr. That nigga say, nigga, I used to snort cocaine off of a toilet seat. Now, the key word is used to, but this nigga got crackhead tendencies. Why would you want this nigga to be passing legislation that you got to deal with? This nigga say, everybody got to get this. What you talking about? Nigga, you just smoke. What that nigga say? Remember Dave Chappelle's skit about the president being a crackhead? He said the nigga be selling secrets for, I suck your dick. And I don't believe like New York individuals don't respect that sucking. That's the most disrespectful thing you can say to a New York dude, right? Nigga kill you over that. But it was funny how he did, because that's what we got going on. So David Chappelle probably a prophet. You get what I'm saying? That's why he didn't move in certain directions. It takes a lot of integrity not to bend for money. And a nigga will bend over for anything. A bitch and money. All right. The Lord want to see if you're going to lose and love him. He going to test your dumb ass. This book of Ezekiel chapter 37. I forgot where exactly it was, because got a lot going on and my mind is all over the fucking place. Ezekiel chapter 37, I think it's like 15, start at. Vision explained. That's the subtitle. It says, then he said unto me, son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Because when you go into Ezekiel chapter 37, it goes to the valley of the dry bones. And meaning they was like dead. But once the Lord gave us back this truth, put his spirit on us, you got awakened to the truth. So you came back to life. But a lot of people want to stay dead. You got people believing America about to be great. Everybody hates this place. Like everybody hate Chris. Chrissy's everybody hate me. Well, no, that was his mindset when he was young. And he probably felt like that because, extraordinary people. I don't think Chris Rock is the funniest comedian, but he is he ain't an ordinary individual. What scriptures talk about, everything is time and chance. It's not just because, how many people that don't go to the NFL that was great as fuck? They was meant to get killed or whatever the fuck the Lord did to them. The scriptures talk about whoever perished being innocent. Ain't nobody fucking innocent. That's in the Bible. Job chapter 13. Then he said unto me, son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say our bones are dry and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts. But the thing is, the elect, as bad as this shit look, we wholly believe, because we know we ain't got no other chance. Ain't no fucking nigga talk about I'm gonna save myself. A nigga don't even know how to get along with the next nigga. How the fuck you gonna get along? How you gonna organize and really stop what they doing? They got weather modification weapons. How the fuck you really gonna stop that? Verse 12, therefore prophesy and say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah power, behold, O my people, I will open your graves. The Lord said, I'm going to wake you up. And we know that the Lord did this, not us. I will open up your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. And ye shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahshua, when I have opened your graves. And that's why those that have been given this truth try to hold on to it. Now, the thing is this. That's scary because the Lord, like I say again, as much as I'm holding on, that don't mean I'm of the truth. As much as I probably contributed or showed because again, I always look at the truth even though this happened, that happened, we all informing each other, edification, building up. We're helping each other. Like I said again, I don't believe it takes a certain amount of men. Because the thing is, you got men that don't think they're going to be with brothers, and the Lord going to say, no, you ain't got no brothers. You got me and you. I seen it. I've seen it firsthand. The Lord isolated me more than just this time. I used to go to jail all over this bitch, and I wasn't even beating her up. That's the funniest part about it. Bitches just call, you did it, come on. And the brother told me one time, he's like, just run. I can't run like that. You know what I'm saying? I used to be I was one of the fastest people on my street. And we wasn't one street, it was 3. Not one of them, probably you know what I'm saying? Real shit. But I took all that gifts that the Lord gave for granted. I'm we gonna chase money. And my father said the same shit. He was like stories go back from back in the day, my father. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. And I did just like him, took it for granted. The difference is my father outlived me because I'm not gonna live as long as my father did. I don't see it. Now, I don't know everything, but I don't see it. This place is over with. Even if it was the end 10 years from now, my father still lived longer than me. But we all gonna live forever. You get what I'm saying? My father probably hoping out, come on, brother, go ahead. I just steal something to you. You know what I'm saying? Because he did. He showed me don't trust everybody. He said, my father said, be grateful if you could call one person a friend. People use the word friend too lightly. The one person I can call my friend is Yahweh Shai. And shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Then shall ye know that then shall ye know that I, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai, have spoken it and performed it, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Reunion of Judah and Israel. This is what I'm trying to get to. The word of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai came again unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the houses of Israel and his companions. And join them one to another to one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, say, Wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these? Say unto them, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai power, Behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in mine hand. So it's not about nothing except for what the Lord got going on. The Lord got, pretty much, it's divisions, is you got these different camps. That's why the elders hold so adamantly about it, the elect being amongst these other camps that's not teaching the same doctrine. Because if you of the elect, you're gonna come back to the truth. People gonna question, hold on, that don't sound right. Why I see this, but you saying that? You know what I'm saying? This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15, verse 4. In those days and in the time, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai, the children of Israel shall come, and they and the children of Judah together, going and weeping, they shall go and seek the Lord their power. They shall ask the way to Zion with their faces thitherward, because pretty much all hell about to break loose. And, the elect is going to really be like, damn, we need the Lord. And they're going to seek the Lord, and they're going to come back to the Lord. Because you got different tribes of Israel that think that they are completely different people. Like, I've had the opportunity and the blessing of being around Ephraim. I was wondering, like, what the Lord keep on doing? This is a particular job. It's always Ephraimites. And yeah, it's a west side, but no, it ain't just that. It's like, I've had jobs through this tip agency where it wasn't no Ephraimites. But it's always either Ephraim, Issachar. It's like at some of these jobs. And I'm like, damn, okay. Like, I just got blessed with another job, boom. And that's on the west, so I'm sure it's, we about to see. It wasn't even the code. Them hunkies showed me, nigga, weed is dirty, nigga. I was like, what the fuck? So I'm going to probably lose it and go to jail, too. So I was like, no, I ain't lost my mind completely. So, that theory, they talk about the rabid dog, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't lost it yet. Trying not to. I'm trying to be like spiritual shit. Because I want the Lord to lose it on them. The fuck? They shall ask the way to Zion with their faces thitherward, saying, Come and let us join ourselves to the Lord in a perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten. And at the end, when we get this new rulership, the Lord is not going to take it away. We going to reign forever, an everlasting kingdom. That's what the scriptures say. Come on, don't do this. That's crazy. There you go. So ultimately, the northern and southern kingdoms, the tribes of Issachar, Ephraim, Manasseh, Naphtali, Zebulun, Gad, Reuben, all, and so on and so forth. Then you got your southern kingdom, which is, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. We all gonna come together, and we gonna literally, utterly watch this man burn. This is Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. Because after the Lord says his judgment, he gonna put the spirits on us to literally, exact vengeance by, what's that in the book of Psalms? We're going to take your child like y'all took our children. Because what goes around comes around. You've been taking our children for decades, centuries. This was a harsh punishment, but basically a worthy punishment. You know, we deserve what we got. So y'all going to deserve it twice as much. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau a stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. The Lord hath spoken it. So judgment about to come on a high frequency. And if you ain't locked in with the Lord, or the Lord don't know you, you gonna probably get judged with this shit. Judgments go out every day, but it depends on how severe the judgment is. If you're a so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, Seminole Indian, West Indian, or Haitian, I implore you to come back to the law, statutes, commandments of your power, whose true name, the Hebrew, is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, or you will be destroyed, because judgment is in the air. And with that, I want to give all praises, all honor, all glory to call Loyim La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Hakodash. Double honors to the elders, to the apostles that I learned this truth from. Peace and salutations to the Akim across the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and the freedom to do so, now more so than ever. Shalom to the Akim and Akwata to listen and learning, Lord willingly. This was edifying. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of other nations, appearing like the other nations, but subscribing to this truth. To you, I say shalom. Till next time, Lord willingly. Shalom, shalom. Kwame Asharala, Mawatha Lababo.